too. He's adding a little twist to it all. It's good. All right. What are you looking for tonight there, Zander Krause? We got to find out what this guy's looking for. By the way, please hit the like button. Supers go to the top. By the way, I want to thank you guys one more time for your concern. Family's doing well. Everybody's great. I want to thank you guys. Let me tell you something. We have a lot of fun in here. We go back and forth, and we have banner, but it's really dope that you guys cared like that because I got a ton of DMs, by the way, that I still have to go through. So thank you guys very much. Supers go to the top. Please do me a favor again and hit that like button. Without further ado, the Monet of Sports Talk. He is my man, Big Z. Zander Krause, how you doing, brother?
What up, Big Sills?
Hey,
how you
there
doing,
he
bro?
is.
My bad. I was caught up in some work, and I looked down at my computer. I'm like, holy shit, it's 3:42. My bad, Big Sills.
How you doing? No, folks, always remember this. When Zander is, what do you call it? Passionately tardy. That means good things for the network.
It does. Yes, it does.
Okay? That means
Yes,
good things for the network because this guy's the most prompt guy you could possibly have. And when he's working on other things, that's why when I see it go like this, 43, 44, oh, good. He must be working on some good old shit for us for this coming season. So, yes, indeed. What are you looking for tonight, man?
I'm looking for Keely Ringold.
Keely Ringold.
If Joe Burrow plays a quarter tonight, we're gonna find out what we're gonna find out. Can Keely Bingo play or can he not? Because if he can't play, Jamar Chase is gonna have him hung out to dry like an old summer towel for beach day on the clothing line because it is not going to be pretty. But I'm looking forward to seeing him. I'm looking forward to seeing Jahad Campbell. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of these other youngsters, man. We talked about how young this freaking team is. All right, let's see what these guys are made of. You know, if you're going to win and be successful in the NFL with a predominantly young team, you better have a special group of young players. Now, I'm under the impression they got a lot of special young players, but there's a lot of newness as well coming in. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the young guys look. You know, and I like the way you worded it. I like the competitive nature of preseason.
Absolutely.
These are guys fighting for their careers in a way. You know what I mean? And I know they're not going to be the stars, and they're not going to be the guys that are playing in the Super Bowl come February, and they're not going to be, you know, the guys you're buying jerseys for. There is a little bit of a primal nature to it where, you know, I got to go out there and I got to fight my ass off or else I'm done or else I'm not going to make it in this league much longer. And I do like that about the preseason.
Here's something that someone posted earlier about preseason football when Aaron Rodgers says it's horseshit, it doesn't mean anything. Then why did Tom Brady, when he initially got to Tampa, make sure he got all 90 guys' names and phone numbers and emails and made sure that he emailed and touched base with every single one of them? Because you know why? He may need one of those guys down there that's going to be the 52nd or 53rd player that's going to be essential in winning a Super Bowl. Zander, how important do you think last year Isaiah Rodgers, Fred Johnson, or Orrin Burks were to the success of the football team? I'm not saying they were centerpieces, but how important do you think those three guys were when they needed to get a player in there and there wasn't a fall off?
Well, very important. I mean, as proven throughout the year. I mean,
that's what tonight is.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a good way to look at it. But I mean, you can make the argument we don't win the Super Bowl last year without Orrin Burks. Now, I think we probably would have because we were.
But the three of those guys.
Yeah, right. I know what you're saying. So no, look, that's another good part of it. And you want to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. It ain't easy, youngsters. All right, this is the best team in football, baby. Hey, this is the best general manager in the league.
Hey,
come on, man.
You know why it's hard to play in Philly? Well, in New York, there's how many job openings?
Yeah, right.
10. How many job openings are in Philly? 3? There's 3 potential job openings with a turnover year for you guys.
Safety corner.
Safety corner and guard.
Yeah, and guard's not even really.
No, because he's winning it by default.
You could probably say edge.
Edge. You
Like,
think
has
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts gets?
Hunt earned it?
I think he's getting beat out right now, but still a lot of ball to go. Still a lot of ball. And by the way, if it's even, I'm playing Hunt because I want my guy, my homegrown guy in there with my other homegrown guy.
Right. Right.
So if it's remember, this kid Uche, by the way, got to give Zander love here. This is one of his boys.
Yeah, baby. Holy, have you seen from the book of Big Z's Revelations those top 10 bold predictions for the year? Because they're looking good early. They are looking good early, Sileo.
Me too, baby. I told you Ringo ain't starting.
Oh, yours are looking terrible.
Oh, yeah. Really? Which
Yeah.
one is looking terrible?
Oh, they were not.
Which one?
Not.
Really? Which
Really.
one?
I'd have to pull out.
Yeah, you will, because I told you Ringo ain't playing and you got a safety problem.
You're 1 for 10.
No, I don't think so, Junior.
That's no
Shohei
Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, well, he's what, 3 for 10? So yeah, that's about right.
No. You keep dreaming that. Hey, I want to bring something up to you. I heard you guys glazing over Hurts today. Where is that sheet? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, what happened? You get one nerd who DMs you, and you got to change your whole thought process about a player.
No. Yeah, that's it.
Who's
That's
the nerd? Reveal.
No. That's what I do over 40 years. No.
Apparently, this nerd was talking crap about me. But why is he not in my DM?
Let me help people out here a little bit.
So,
if
nerd,
anybody
if
thinks after 40 fucking years, one of you stunads is gonna fucking rattle or make me fucking change the way I do my show, you got to be out of your fucking minds. So I proved the point. So do you really believe that Jalen right now is projecting to be a Hall of Fame quarterback right now?
He's certainly on the trajectory. I mean, I think obviously the biggest accolade for him at this point in his career is the wins. Like, he doesn't have the personal Hall of Fame accolades yet because of the way he plays the game. He doesn't have 5,000 passes. You know what I mean? He's not on like a crazy pace from a statistical standpoint outside of the running touchdowns and so probably some of the running yards as well. But look, I mean, the level of winning that's been accomplished since he got here. I like the way John phrased it this morning of wins aren't a quarterback stat, but the more you win, the more they become one.
I heard that.
You win a couple bowls. Okay, that's Eli. You win 6. People attribute those more to you when you have that type of success. Now, he's a far away from that, but I will say just through 4 years, guy turns in 27 today, by the way. Happy birthday to QB1 Jalen Hurts. I think has a pretty damn impressive resume and is certainly on that type of trajectory. But a trajectory is just that. It's a trajectory. Okay. It doesn't mean it's going to – I mean, shit, that thing could change, in a heartbeat. So you don't want it to, but I do think he's on that path.
Because Russell Wilson had a better start than him.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Hard to dispute that from a statistical standpoint.
And a win standpoint. He won more games than what Hurts did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, from 21 to 24, I didn't do that 1 and 3 year where he played, okay? Because and he went to 2 back-to-back Super Bowls. Or he went to back-to-back Super Bowls, won 1, lost 1. And he threw for a little bit more yards. Now, my point was this, Zander. A lot of football is left to be played in that guy's career. Things can change. Look at Brady. He had a 10-year lull in the middle of his career when everything was said and done. Did you not change your opinion on Tom Brady when he went to Tampa and won that Super Bowl? Did it not solidify everything that he had done?
It definitely.
Because for me, it did.
Yeah, it definitely shifted it into – that's actually a really good point. I mean, if Brady never leaves or Brady ends his career after New England –
like Rodgers.
What's the difference in perception on him with Belichick?
That's right.
As compared to what it is now after he left them and then won. Holy moly. That's an interesting thought. That's an interesting thought exercise there to think about that.
Because
probably a big difference. I will say, I think everybody blanket across the NFL world went, holy shit, it wasn't all about. Now, I don't think I'm not trying to take away from Belichick. No, but it's a different opinion. It changed the light of Brady for sure. It went from the GOAT to the undisputed greatest of all time, no doubt about it, right? Everywhere, everything he touches turns to gold, basically. So that's actually a good point by you. What do you think that would have to be for Hurts?
How about what's that?
What do you think that'd have to be for Hurts?
Here, let me show you this. Okay. You think the perception changed on Russell Wilson after he left Pete Carroll?
Yeah, not necessarily, obviously not for the better.
Not for the better. That's why now people are looking. My point is, you take him away from Philly. What is he? You think he's Brady?
Take who away from Philly?
Jalen.
Well, that's tough to do because every quarterback would obviously be different. I think
Stafford elevated his game when he left Detroit.
Well, Stafford went improved
to a better team.
Yeah, and even Jared Goff he got the best version of the Lions they've ever had.
Never even
thought. Nobody thought
Lions.
Jared Goff was going to have a good team when he went to Detroit. They ended up building a good team. Credit to Brad Holmes, who's done a really nice job there as the GM. But yeah, I mean, look, it's a tough exercise because I don't know what Hurts would be. Would they know how to build around him? Would they use the skill set properly? Would they have brought in the right players? Would they have a good offensive line? Probably not.
I'm learning one thing about football right now myself, just watching how these quarterbacks and organizations don't build around. John's right, man. These organizations just don't do enough. Dude, the Eagles go out of their fucking way to make sure their quarter. You know what? They never did. This is new for them. They didn't do this for Wentz. Who is Wentz's number one wide receiver that he played with? Can you name? Was it Alshon Jeffries?
Alshon. Well, yeah, in his MVP year was Alshon.
Okay.
Alshon, he had Torrey Smith that year.
Torrey Smith.
Yeah. Who else did we have at the receiver? Who was the third wide receiver that year? Was it Nelson Aguilar? Or it might have been Nelson Aguilar.
Compared to AJ and Devontae.
Yeah. It's a different beat. It's a different beast. There's no doubt about it. Travis Fulgham. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's who he was throwing to?
Well, you could say the same thing about McNabb. What would McNabb do with this version of Howie?
Oh, he would have won potentially 2 Super Bowls.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you could.
I'm not a fan of his either.
I'm not either. And you wonder about the intangibles that we talk about with Hurts, where he really does bring it over the top.
No, more of a failure of Andy Reid or more of a failure of the organization?
I think Andy was a different coach at that point. I think, we weren't as good of an organization at that point as we are right now.
How about you say it this way? They weren't as mature as they are now as an organization, because I think Jeffrey Lurie and Banner and all them guys, that was something new coming out of Norman Braman.
Yeah, but remember,
everything was new.
Yeah, and Andy kind of said a lot of that.
That's right.
Like you start here and you start to build up, and then after 10 years, you're high. It's like it's getting 1%
Zander,
better.
where you are right now, it's taking you 25 years to get here.
Right.
This isn't like 8 years. This is 25 years.
Yeah, but I don't want to go. I agree, but I don't want to go.
Hang on. Getting it right and wrong. You feel me? Getting it right and wrong. It's taken 25 years. Howie going, don't you think that this became one of the most important things you can hear anybody do? Everyone kept telling me, hey, Sills, guess what? You know that Jalen Reagor deal? That was a Doug Peterson move. Well, don't you think Howie from now on, he just makes this point constantly and says this? No, head coach, nobody is picking talent over me. I am not going to be swayed by anybody's emotions. We are going to take who I think is the best for this organization. And I think that's changed the drafting. I think that's changed the projection of the drafting. So let me ask you, with all that being said, how do you think the development of Kelee Ringo has gone?
So far, not great. Year 3 coming in, they wanted him to win a job. Brought in Adoree Jackson, kind of a journeyman at this point in his career after signing a big deal a couple years ago. And they just traded for a cornerback 3 days ago. I mean, how do you think it's gone? I don't know. It's one of those things. I think the question's answered for you by what they've done. I mean, shit, if Kelee Ringo showed up and they were like, oh my goodness, I didn't see them trade for a corner last year when Quinyon Mitchell was in camp.
No.
All right. I didn't see that last year when Cooper DeJean was trotted out onto the field.
There's no safety. No.
Kelee Ringo's in camp and they're trading for corners. I mean, actions speak louder than words. They like Ringo. We're hoping that Ringo can turn into something, but until right now, he's just he's a fleeting player who is either going to win it or he's not. He's either going to get the job and be great or he's not.
How's the development going on Sidney Brown?
Sidney Brown, I think, is a little bit harder to judge because he actually had a solid, decent year his rookie year. Remember a couple years ago, not great, but I think for a rookie third rounder, you look at him and you're like, all right, he was okay. And then last year he got the injury, and Vic had kind of clarified that. Now, remember we used to say, why was Tristan McCullum playing over Sidney Brown?
Mm-hmm.
And then Vic comes to the podium this year and says, well, Sidney, is having a good camp. He was hurt last year, so he didn't get these opportunities to play at that position. So Sidney's a little harder to gauge, but I think he has the upside and the ability, the raw ability. My concern with him would be, is he disciplined enough of a player in the Vic system? I don't have a problem with the way he freelances because I actually like that in a player. I like the way, an aggressive safety will play in that regard. I like that about Gardner Johnson. Sometimes you step outside the bounds and you make a big hit. Sometimes you step outside the bounds and you make a big interception. But Vic Fangio's system calls for a very specific type of safety, which is probably why he likes Cooper DeJean, because he knows that Cooper is capable enough. And if Cooper does get out of position, guess who's going to be able to get back into position pretty easily? Probably Cooper DeJean. So maybe that's why he likes him. But I'm not out on Sidney Brown. I was probably a little too hard on Sidney Brown this summer. Brian Pumper will tell you that. I know he knows that because he's a Sidney lover. And I wasn't super optimistic on him, but I think he's had a pleasant surprise, a pleasant camp so far. Not crazy good, but solid.
Here's where I'll go on him. Well, health is part of the whole evaluation on whether or not you're going to be developed as a player too. I mean, it's one thing to sit here and it's not an excuse. It's what it is that, okay, he doesn't get a lot of reps because he's injured. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't turn into something that becomes something we see every year here. He is undisciplined. That's one of the reasons he went in the third round. I'll tell you what, Lovey loved him at Illinois. And Lovey told me, man, that, the kid can play. The problem that he has is that he's so aggressive. He really doesn't see an opportunity to play with inside the guardrails. I want to see how he plays inside the guardrails for Vic, because Vic has guardrails.
Yeah, 100%.
He puts people in guardrails.
100%. That's exactly what we're watching on Sidney Brown. If he can do that, Sills, I actually think he's got a chance to be a good player. I really do. I think he's athletic. I think he's strong. He's fast. Kind of has a good instinct about him, but sometimes he can overcommit. Sometimes he can make a false first step or, be a little bit, as we say all the time, undisciplined. And Vic is going to, I'm sure Vic's been honing that in. Did you hear, an interesting comment that I pulled from Johnny Mack that I didn't elaborate on the show in the morning with him, but I probably should have, is that he's noticed Sidney has a lot less negative plays, but also a lot less splash plays. And I think that John said that's the sign, though, that Vic is saying, stay in your lane. Do what I'm asking you to do. Don't freelance too much. And you're going to get less splash plays. But I think with a player like that, you probably want that to be the setup more than, Gardner Johnson. You can live with it because he made the plays.
Jimmy Johnson used to say, I don't need to see the splash plays. I just don't want to see the dumb plays. Okay, that's what I don't. He was always emphasizing that, Zander. Don't do the dumb plays, because that's what ends up getting your football team in trouble. You know who the number one guy I'm looking for? Who's the number one guy for you tonight? I'll tell you who I'm going to be looking for.
It's Campbell, it's Ringo, it's Brown.
Here's for me.
Everybody else is man to me tonight. I'm kind of excited about the quarterbacks too.
I want to see Vic. And follow me here. I want to see how Joe Burrow is going to attack Vic Fangio tonight. I want to see an experienced quarterback because, like you said, that first quarter or maybe first three series, I want to see how a defensive mentality. Now, look, obviously the personnel is different, but is he going to target the corner, safety, checkdowns, linebackers? How are they going to go? Quick passing because they're afraid of the blitzing? How are they going? And how is Vic going to counter an A-plus quarterback like that with talent? You can watch a coordinator's mentality. I'm going to be interested to see also Kevin Patullo. How much are you going to throw the ball? How much are you going to screen it? What's going to be the objective on trying to move the chains? You're trying to stay in third and short. Are you going to roll your quarterbacks out because you got McKee moves around pretty decent for a big fella back there? The kid from Syracuse back there is going to probably play a little bit. He's known for doing that too. Are you going to have more rollout? You know what I would say about these two quarterbacks that you have compared to Hurts? Hurts is not that great a rollout guy. He doesn't do that.
No,
these two guys. Now, again, every guy's different. I mean, Brady had no feet, when it came to running. So it's not a rip. It's just, that's not what Jalen does. I think you're going to see more rollouts and more players on movement tonight, and these quarterbacks more in open space. Remember Tanner McKee when he got that start? He moved around a fucking
Yeah, he did.
run.
He did.
And he threw a lot on the run, right? I mean, so I'm going to be watching how Vic.
Did you see Madden? Did you see Madden chirp Tanner McKee?
No.
They gave Kyle McCord, our rookie from Syracuse, 6th-round rookie. And I love him. I'm a prep guy. I mean, I love St. Joe's prep. They gave him a 65, and they make Tanner McKee a 61. I know people don't care about what? I know people don't care about Madden ratings, but it is kind of funny. I mean, here's the thing that I think.
No, it's perception, though, too, that
that's what I think. Like, John, I always feel like John leaves this out. He's like, who the fuck cares about Madden ratings? I'm like,
I do.
The fucking players do, because one, the youth plays Madden. Two, it's a large portion of the football audience that sits down and plays. And you might think it's crazy, and again, it is crazy. It's
about their brand.
There are some dumb people out there, but a lot of people will play Madden, and that's who they'll figure out. Oh, this guy's good. This guy's not good. This guy blows. This guy's great.
Totally.
So you don't want everybody wants to obviously. Everybody wants to have.
Did you see AJ today? What he did? They go, hey, AJ, you got a 93. He's like, what? Let me see.
93 is bullshit for him.
That's what he. Well, didn't you get that?
How about Hurts's grade?
What was it?
I think it was like an 89.
89?
It might have been an 87. Let me look.
No way. That's horse shit. He ain't no way. Hurts got an
86.
80s. Wait, what was Josh Allen's?
99.
This
asshole.
What's Joe Burrow?
I think Joe is like Joe was like a 98 or something. He was right there.
86.
Joe's a 97.
Holy cow. Madden's taking. I fucking wish I knew this. Madden's taking shots at Hurts now. 86. What
Pat Mahomes is a 95.
Wait, what quarterbacks are ranked ahead of Hurts? Is there a list of that?
Madden,
quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Please bark him out.
All right, here we go. You ready?
QB's ranked.
There's only 2 99s in pro football. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow, number 3 on the list with a 97. Patrick Mahomes, number 4 on the list with a 95. Number 5 on the list is Matthew Stafford, 88 on the list. And number 6, Jared Goff, 87. And number 7 on the list is Jalen Hurts, tied with Justin Herbert.
The guy you hate the most.
Justin fucking Herbert. Guy throws 4 picks in a postseason game, and everybody wants me to glaze him like he means. Guy blows.
86. Even Matt. Now get this.
They got Bake Show at 85 and Jaden Daniels at 85.
Wow.
And Brock Purdy at 84 with Prescott at 84.
So Jalen's 2 points ahead. Hey. Well, this will be 4 hours tomorrow, baby. How you doing?
Man.
Hey, wait a minute. You got to admit, once one game will not be big any longer in Philly, will be Madden. They will not be buying that game.
Madden has been the Madden curse. It's been shunned in the city of Philadelphia.
Holy
Kimberly, it was a shtick. I was doing it on purpose. Come on, Kimberly.
Tell me why Johnny Wilson and Anus Smith are on the team.
I don't know because Howie has a hard on for him. I think Johnny because he can block in the run game. That's it. I think he actually did. Huh?
Did he catch a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl?
No, he dropped a pass in the Super Bowl. He caught a touchdown pass earlier in the year, though.
Eli Ricks, where's he in the list tonight? Do you think he gets big reps?
I think he gets some reps. I mean, he better go out there and take advantage of them because now we got Jacorian Bennett, baby. So if Jacorian Bennett has landed and this kid can play, it's going to be a bleak outlook for Eli Ricks. So he better go and take advantage of it today.
Do you see Lane Johnson say that Thomas Booker's going to be a Pro Bowler?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I saw someone comment that, but was that real?
Yeah, I posted the story.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and make a bet that Thomas Booker's not a Pro Bowler.
Why would you say that? I saw a guy that was a backup on your football team get $26 million.
He's not going to be a Pro Bowler. Thomas Booker?
Well, I've seen backup guys go on and become great somewhere else.
Well, I'm not saying he can't.
Because they didn't get opportunities. Remember something, Zander. It's hard to be a D lineman hey, do you think it's hard to be an O lineman and D lineman in Philly? If you're trying to make your way. What?
Yeah.
Because you got too many great players, right?
It's hard because it's demanding. And yeah, you got a lot of great players.
You're not winning a job at tackle and that offensive tackle in Philly.
No, you're not. You're not even winning. Well, you could run right guard, but you're definitely not winning left guard.
Yeah, but they open that job up for people. They do that themselves.
Right, they do. Landon Dickerson is locked and loaded, baby. He's here to stay.
Man, Jalen Hurts, 86 in Madden. Holy shit. The disrespect continues. You got to be kidding me. Holy cow, man. I'm going to ask you one last question here. We got, by the way, Angelo at the bottom of the hour. So you don't want to see any veteran guys playing at all in the exhibition season.
I mean, I would like to, but again, I'm going to probably default to the Eagles setup is better than my opinion of it because they've had great success in terms of being healthy and having good players playing late in the year and things like that. So would I like to see them out there? Absolutely. Do I actually have an old school mindset of play them? I do, but I'm not gonna scream it from the rooftops. They're gonna do whatever they want to do, and I'm gonna be good with that. As long as I keep getting parades, baby. As long as I can keep going on the parade float down in City Hall, Big Sills. All these stiffs in the chat, none of them showed up. He had 10 of them out there. Where was everybody? You making excuses like Big Sills? Come on, Bob Brown.
Health or readiness? You think that's the Eagles' mentality? Health versus readiness. They believe the Eagles would rather have health than readiness.
Well, I think they believe that long-term health is more important because
no. You can't dispute what they're doing. Don't you agree that they look at?
I think that's their mindset, but I think it's kind of more dude, even the teams that play guys in the preseason have a pretty rusty first couple of weeks. It's just the nature of the beast. Nobody's going out in regular season football. I don't really care if you play a quarter tonight or not if you're the Bengals. Nobody's going out in the regular season and not shaking off a little bit of rust. You just are. That's why the football is uglier in week one. That's why there's more potential. This is why I said, as much as I feel like we're going to beat the living daylights out of the Dallas Cowboys in the opener, I said it's actually an advantage for the Cowboys to get us early in the year because that's when one, bad teams still think they have a chance. They don't know that they suck yet, right? I mean, and once you get a team that's 2-9,
you get beat into being reality.
Exactly. You get a team that's 2-9, it's they know they blow.
Yeah, they know.
Versus the Cowboys coming in will have some of that false optimism.
Yeah. And
also you just have the unpredictable nature of September football, so that's an advantage for them. But Eagles are going to blow their doors off.
I got to ask you a couple football questions, and not just Eagle questions here. Now, you want to hear what happened in camp with the Bucs today?
Yeah,
Listen to this shit. Listen to this versus the Eagles. There's a lot of chirping that goes on in Philadelphia, right, with the players? Barkley, AJ, Q. So Jamil Dean was barking at like Mike Evans and this and that because he got 2 interceptions. Do you know what fucking Todd Bowles did? He shut that down, made that guy run because he didn't like the chirping. And I barked back at that and said, I like the chirping. I think it creates a great competitive atmosphere as long as you're not being a dick. You know, Zander, you're going over the line, being personal and shit. But I like someone going like this. Hey, man, I'm going to start calling you Toast Mitchell. I could see A.J. Brown saying shit like that to him just in a friendly way. I think there's a whole different mentality in Philly compared to some of these other teams and how they prep for their season. These guys look like they just want to win, and they want to win their way. I don't know. I thought that was a little bit over the top here. I got another one for you. Do you really believe that Travis Hunter, I got asked this question today, you believe he's going to go both ways?
I don't know. I mean, early on, I was like, no, but they seem to be kind of playing.
They're starting him at both ways.
That's what I mean. They're starting with him there. They're doing that. That's kind of their approach been in training camp. I think they did like 2 days offense, 2 days defense or something.
Yep.
I don't think it's a smart move. I wouldn't do it if I were him. I would pick whatever one you think you're going to make the most money and or have the most success in. And go that route. I mean, take your pick. The highest paid corner just got paid $32 million. The highest paid wide receiver just got paid $33, $35 million. Take your pick. All right. Take your pick.
Shohei Ohtani, though.
And your career lasts what, 6 years?
No. What if he's Shohei Ohtani?
All right. What would you rather be, Shohei Ohtani for 6 or
making 70?
He's not making 70. Nobody paying him 70. Not being a quarterback. If
you turn out to be a Pro Bowl corner and a Pro Bowl wide receiver, you're going to get paid.
$70 million? No.
Okay. Well, wait. You just got through. Hold on. You just got through saying the corner makes 32, top wide receiver makes 35. What are you going to do? Pay him 40? Less than what some of the wide receivers are making in the league?
He's not making $70 million.
Oh, well, wait a minute. It's a different player here. He's changing the game. You're going to pay him one guy? Well, you want to pay Cooper DeJean out of pocket and turn him into a different guy. You want to pay him more than what the average safety makes. You want to pay him like what? Okay, well then actually, how much are you going to pay Cooper? Are you going to pay him $13 million, $14 million for being a slot? Because that's what the highest paid guy in slots making. Or do you, because you give him the versatility, you want to pay him $25 to $30 million?
That's not a perfect scale. Like you went to 70, you know. A lot of players make $20 million.
Well, I'm just adding the 2 positions up.
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes I love how simple you can be.
Well,
what do you mean he's not going to make $70 million? 35 and 35 is 70. All right.
Well, if you turn out to be a, what if he's an all-pro corner and an all-pro wide receiver, you're going to pay him 40?
Well, JAKIB might be right about this. It's going to be the rate in 5 years. Yeah. But based on the way the NFL's contract,
I never thought about that. You're right. I mean, hey, that's a great point.
It's not 5 years away, though, JAKIB. It's 3.
It is. Hey, Zander, how much do you think Hurts makes in 2 years? Or better yet, when do you think they redo his deal?
I think he holds. I do. I don't think he goes crazy with a new deal. I think they do a new deal the minute the cap hit gets big. So let me look at when that is. Give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up.
2 years.
I'll pull it up.
I think it's 2 years, and I think there's an evaluation in the third.
Jalen Mother effing Hurts. Happy birthday to Jay Hurts. August 7th, 1998. Shout out to 1998 birth years. Yeah, so the cap hit this year is $21 million.
Which is dick.
The cap hit next year is $31.9, so about 32. Dick. 27, it's 42. They're going to redo the deal. There. They're going to redo the deal maybe after this year or after next year.
How much you think they pay him?
Whatever the going rate is, probably 55, 60. Dak is like randomly 60. Like no other quarterback makes within $5 million of them. It's like why didn't they give him 56? Why 60?
because they're the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're legitimately.
Speaking of that, look at this. Here's our boy here.
Here he is.
Cowboy fans are insane. You guys hear about the mock trade rumor of Micah to Buffalo? 3-1s. Ed Oliver, James Cook for Micah, and the Cowboy fans say no. I'd do it right now. Me too. It makes your team better right away. That makes your team. Ed Oliver.
You're not giving up 3-1s and paying a guy $40 million. Nah. Where's the precedent for that, though?
What?
There's no precedent for that.
3-1s.
And $40 million. Remember, it's not like you're trading and getting the contract already done.
Wait, 3-1s and the players?
That's what I mean.
No
this just does it.
James and the money.
Didn't a story just come out that said Josh Allen really went to the front office and really wanted them to get the deal done with James Cook?
I heard him say we need him in here badly.
Yeah. So they're not doing that. That's dumb. Yo, 500. I'll ask you this, though. You want him in Philly?
Okay.
Michael Carson.
Hey, Philly, you ready for this, though? This is what it would take
all these bots
for him to be in Philly. You'd have to give up 2-1s, Nolan Smith, and a 3. You doing it?
2-1s, Nolan Smith, and a 3. No, it's 1-1, Nolan Smith, and a 3. And that deal I had made yesterday.
2-1s. How he ain't giving ones up for? Well, he might. He is 27. 26, excuse me. He's 26.
I'll give you 2-1s and Jalen Hunt.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on, dude.
No, I need a player to at least cover that player. Not to that level, but I need someone to cover that guy. And Jalen Hunt, no. Guess what? I'll take the other guy. I'll take Nolan Smith. You can keep Jalen Hunt. Not that he's bad. I like the kid, but I'll take Nolan. My only problem. Rich, I love the kid. I think the guy's really come on and he's really surprised me. I don't hate the guy. I just think the guy's way more unproven than what Nolan is. And I think Nolan still has to prove to us he can stay healthy. Don't you agree? Dude, and by the way, Philly, he ain't going anywhere.
My max offer is a 1 and a 3. I would make that deal for sure.
A 1 and a 3 for him? The Cowboys will never do that.
I wouldn't hesitate.
Remember,
guys, we have an NFC East tax. You're going to have to beat the best offer for him by at least probably, I'd say, an additional 3rd rounder. Why would you send that guy in your division?
You
wouldn't. The team that just won the Super Bowl.
Dude, I'd rather send him to New York.
Look at intern.
Then I would.
Intern says, "I give you 1-3 McKee."
Yeah, no,
that ain't getting it done. 61 overall McKee intern. That's what you want to give up.
Hey, what's this? I'll give you a 4, a 6, and Dorian Robinson Christian, whatever the guy's name is.
Everybody's got to factor this in, though. See, this is my dilemma. This is my dilemma. Like, and again, I don't think Mike is getting coming.
It's a good take.
It's just fun to talk about. But the Eagles, how many people are confident at the very worst that the Eagles will finish in the top 5 standings in the NFL in the next 3 years?
Say that again.
Are you confident that the Eagles will finish in the top 5 of teams in the NFL in the next 3 years?
Yes.
Which means their draft picks are going to be 27 to 32. So if you give up 2 1s, you're looking at
bottom of the draft.
You're looking at Nolan, just a comp because we picked 2 players there. A Nolan Smith and a Jahad Campbell. Now, I'm not saying those 2 players. I'm saying players like that.
Yeah.
You're giving up those 2 types of players to bring in a guy like Micah Parsons.
You're subject to the draft in front of you.
Absolutely. I happen to believe that would be worth it to give up 2 if you're Philly.
So you'd have to give up maybe how about this? A 2 and one of those contingent picks. If a guy pans out, like if Nolan turns out to be a Pro Bowler, that thing falls back to a second. But if he doesn't, there's 3 ones.
Right.
Like they did with that Wentz deal.
Right.
Okay? That you have a contingent 1 based on playing time and whether the guy. Hey, Philly, you should come on at 5:30 today.
Wait, no, yeah, well, do tomorrow because the game's
tomorrow. Oh yeah, Philly, we'll do
there's
you.
Gonna be no life, like that content expires too quick tonight.
Okay, hey Philly, can you do tomorrow at 5:30? Because I got.
I hope everybody knows that's a compliment to Philly 500, not
totally
not an insult. I want his content to be as relevant as possible because everybody wants
gold
to hear
standard.
him. Yeah, everybody wants to hear him.
Let me tell you this, dude. Promise you. I mean, the only reason we didn't have those guys on today or yesterday is because we had Herm Edwards.
Yeah, I think I see something. I think I see like a little twinkle in your eye. It's like a little bald eagle flapping his wings as we start the year here.
No, that's a pigeon. No, that's a pigeon.
Still's got that Philadelphia Eagle twinkle in his eye. Are you kidding me? Yo,
that's
Prince,
a pigeon.
Are you kidding me, Prince?
That's a fucking pigeon. Let's get to these supers before Angelo gets on here.
Oh, shit. I forgot about Angelo.
Yeah, me too.
Make sure he's got everything he needs. Yeah, he's good. All right, let's do this. The Black Baptist. I love that name. He says, prayers for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 2020 hindsight was Howie right. Oh, shit. Yeah, is he done for the year? I hate him.
It sounds like he's done for the year. Man, what a terrible.
That sucks.
That totally sucks for the player. Hey, look, everybody had an opinion on him, but no one wants him to grow like that.
Nah. I liked him in Philly. I liked the mentality. I like a motherfucker that makes everybody uncomfortable. I got no problem with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. I wonder why Sileo works at this level.
Why do you think I'm here?
Leon Banks says, have no fear. King Dingbat 500 is here. Look at that. That's a good slogan right there.
Holy cow.
Have no fear. The King Dingbat is here. All right, here we go. I think we got a couple more. Here's 500 again. Thanks for the super, brother. He says, yes, I can come on. Dallas can't win. If they sign Micah, they are stuck in purgatory for 3 to 4 years before they can rebuild. Let him suffer. It's a good take.
How about this one, though, Zander?
They got Dak anyway, 500. With or without Micah.
How about this one?
Shit.
How about this one, though, dog? You sign him and you, at the end of the year, you get rid of Dak. And you move off of Dak. You have a parting of the ways with him, and you clear up that 60 and go get something else. And try to rebuild by moving Dak, not Parsons. How about that? Holy shit, Mark Holmes would have a fucking coronary. They ended up moving Dak Prescott. I mean, it would.
They're going to have to eventually.
They got to move off.
He's already almost in Romo territory of just.
He's there. He's getting there. He is.
The great they're like the king of mediocrity. It's like hilarious.
Absolutely,
they legitimately fit that definition perfectly. Cody says, "Remind me how Parsons' run defense is."
Not very good.
Okay. Big Marsh says Travis Hunter both ways. Pause. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, because only like 4-year-olds talk like that. That's Big Marshall, but that's all right.
Come on, Big Marsh. Cody says Hunt will be our best end at the end of the season. Cody, that's up. Cody's had some liquor today. You drinking early because them birds are playing tonight, Cody. Are you on the sauce a little early today, Cody?
Come on, Cody. Those pigeons are playing tonight. Let's go, baby.
Oh, fuck you, dude. I'm going to correct you for 5 years. You start calling my birds pigeons. That'll be the end. Leon says, no way. He's going to tackle Derrick Henry and then next drive be guarded by Jair and Kyle Hamilton. Hunter ain't making $70 million. He won't be topping both.
Oh, okay. So, what would you pay him if he's all pro in both of those? I mean, what would you think? I mean, what would if Travis Hunter turns out to be they traded up for him to be that?
Best case scenario, 50 M's.
What?
Best case scenario, 50 M's.
No,
how many, dude? We talk about Saquon Barkley's workload last year. Like it's amazing the guy still has legs under him that he can walk. How many snaps is this guy going to play a year? 2,000? My brother, he'd be lucky to make it to a second contract playing both those positions.
Be 2,200 snaps.
that is
doesn't even sound normal. Right?
Certifiably insane.
Right. Fucking, what are you playing, flag football, bro?
Yeah, come on, man. This is the NFL.
Yeah.
Put the funds up, Z.
Yeah.
Cody, you know I'm coming with the money.
Yeah.
Come on, Cody.
That's not happening, man.
Do I look like a man with empty pockets, Cody? Come on, man. There we go. Abe says, Seattle was more prepared when they got Russell. Eagles built around Jalen, hence the O-line. Getting Smitty, AJ Carter, Barkley with different OCs. Well, definitely. They're better prepared. Definitely better built here.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I just sent Angelo a text, too.
Why? He forgot about you?
I don't know. I hope
Rico
not.
March says, my concern is the ends setting the edge.
Yes, me too. By the way, did you see that we added Mike Golick on Friday?
I saw that. I heard you say it. Dope. Rashid says, if Hurts is 23 Hurts with Saquon in a 10-15-ish instead of 31st, we're Super Bowl contenders. I think people underrate 23 Hurts. He was ranked 6th QB in 23. That's actually McMullen's take, Rashid. I think you got that from the great J-Mac.
Yeah, but what about the 20 turnovers? With the fumbles and the interceptions?
That's true. 50. How much was that made worse, though, by the way the defense played that year?
A ton.
Right? I mean, you're not going to turn the ball over as much if you have a better defense. You're not going to take as many chances. Khaled says,
the defense falling apart had a lot to do with the offense's play.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Khaled says, Sills, this Campbell kid's going to be special. Watch. I agree, Khaled. 100%, man. 100%. David says, sorry, Sills. I disagree. You can put blame on the organization only so much. You're paid over $50 million to make up for some holes on a team. No excuses for Hurts. David, you're talking like the guy doesn't have a fucking Super Bowl MVP on his mantle. Where have you been? In a coma for the last 6 months?
And 2 NFC titles and a Super Bowl win. I mean, come on now, man. I mean, you cannot dismiss that.
Wait, David, did you
and the winning.
David, did you take a nap time before the Super Bowl started and it just eviscerated from your memory?
You can't.
What do you mean? He says you paid over $50 million to make up for some holes on the team. So Spagnuolo comes in, takes away your 2,000-yard running back, and Jalen Hurts throws the ball over the yard in the biggest game of the year. That's not covering up a hole? Cleary, you need to get some cleary eyes because them bitches ain't working anymore. Kimberly says perfect culprit, ACL, MCL, and PCL.
She asked the question. I asked the question about, the turf that today you're seeing a lot of injuries, and I don't think guys are prepared early on because there's not a lot of practice time. I think there's a lot of context to that. I do. I think there's a lot of context to it, and I think that's why you see a lot of guys that are injured. Hey, by the way, Zander, look at the first 4 games, okay? So you've got the the Cowboys. You got this Parsons deal. They're not sure he's going to play. The second game, you got Rashid Rice in jail. The third game, you've got Stafford now out of practice with a bad back. And the Bucs game, you've got Tristan Wirfs and you have Chris Godwin that aren't going to be able to play potentially for that game. 4-0?
Not looking good for them.
4-0?
Oh, yeah.
17-0?
It's possible, Sileo.
17-0.
Good job, fellas. Thanks, Peter. Love you, brother. Appreciate it. Here, Cody said, I'm just saying, gentlemen's bet at the very minute. Cody, what did you say you wanted to bet? What did he put? I'll bet him. I'll do it. I'll do something. What's he saying? Hunt will be our best end. I think Hunt's going to be good too. I don't know what
Angelo says he's backstage.
Don't tell me I sent the motherfucker the wrong link.
Hold on.
Welcome to my world. I'm doing 864 things today. Oh, man. No, wait. WB7. I sent him the right link. Wait a second.
He's behind. He's in a different place right now. So
tell him he clicked on the wrong email, man. Let me resend this thing.
Okay. New one coming.
Radio Sileo link.
I bet you did click on the old one.
Yeah, but I sometimes I'll send because I have so many links. I got birds. I got all these different links. Sometimes I send the wrong one, but I didn't.
Like I told you guys, if this guy's doing 100 million things, it's a good fucking thing.
Wait, so he says, gentlemen, at the very least, I'll put up a Kangol. Actually, you know what? Let me.
He's going to get it.
Because my boy Bob Brown is here, it's time to break out this bucket hat. All right. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Here we go. Prince says, Hurts had a poor defense and still made it to the playoffs in 23 and 21 without any superstars. He went to the playoffs as well. I'll rest my case. There it is. There it is, baby. There it is.
Oh.
If Cody wants to put up a Kango, Cody, you let me know because I will put it up.
Hey, you know what? I got to tell you, man. I've got to figure out how to get Angelo and Howard on at the same time.
That's going to be a tough feat. I don't know if you're going to get that.
You think I could get those two guys on? Because you know why? Get this. Howard wants to do it. Okay.
And the only two men in sports media that ever made an impact on me as a young fan of sports was Angelo Cataldi and Howard Eskin. I wasn't the biggest. I got in the car. My dad loved radio. My dad's been in radio for 40 years, so he loves the business. And the only person that was memorable to me, I was too young to know the names, know the personalities, know the things about them, know the story and everything like that. I knew Angelo's voice because it's obviously iconic. And I knew Howard Eskin because I knew he stirred the pot in so many different rooms in Phil. Those are the only two guys. They were the two guys that I listened to.
See, let me just say, Howard is like a guy who's going to stab you immediately. Okay. You know what Angelo is? Angelo's the guy that kind of, by the end of the show, you're dead.
Howard used to have a little bit more big sills in him where he would stir the pot a little bit more on teams like the Eagles. He's a little bit more to the close, he's a little bit less critical, I'll say.
He's been beat up a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. Believe me. I mean, I get beat up for having you on the network. I'm sure he got a lot of shit from the flag.
How you doing?
The team. So.
All right, Big C.
Right,
Let's go to nice
brother.
words for our next guy coming up here. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I happen to feel too. I'll tell you, the guys. We had Mike North on with us last week. We're gonna have him on again. He's kind of like the Angelo of Chicago. He loves Jalen Hurts too, by the way. And here are the guys for me growing up, because again, there were guys before me. I'm second generation. Okay, I'm the second generation behind these guys. It was Francesa and Mad Dog and Angelo, Howard, Mike North, guy by the name of Hacksaw Hamilton, out west too was a guy. A couple guys up in Boston, not really. The WEEI guys, I almost went to work there. They had a really